Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sway and Batty League. We're gonna roll into our second game of the upper seed 5v5 bracket, as I am calling it now, with Think Twice as scrappy affiliates on the blue side going up against Pot of Greed on the red side. Pot of Greed coming through with the first round bye due to Camer dominating the 1v1 tournament from earlier. All side choices for the 5v5 tournament were randomly chosen. So TSA once again on that blue side. And we're just fixing a mic problem real quick, and then we'll jump into draft. So going off of that TSA victory, what do you put their chances here at, Swift?
Well, it definitely helps that the most important player on Pot of Greed is not there. They do not have purple, and generally, when Pot of Greed has won, purple has been a big factor in why this season. And Pot of Greed closes the season on a fairly hot streak. They've won 4 of their last 5, just losing to OTB.
Mm-hmm.
So Cameron stepped up on that stretch. Like, he's been much better than he was earlier in the season. And this is going to be a really huge game for Cameron, I think. Because with no purple there, it's, can Cameron step up and, hard carry this team to the first seed?
Yeah, like legit hard carry. And that's what probably a lot of people thought last season happened. He really came out of nowhere as a rookie of the season, or rookie in the league, and just completely dominated with his play. I'm looking for the same performances once again tonight. We're in the draft so far, or yeah, right now. Graves and Caitlin coming out from TSA, Misfortune and Blitzcrank answer from Pot of Greed. I think those are some pretty smart pickups there, or bans, I should say. And Syndra and Vel'Koz rounding out the ban phase 1 respectively. And what is TSA first pick here? Gonna be a
Ziggs.
Ziggs.
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. PSA was very, very strong with Blab on the Ziggs earlier in the season. And it's, just such a lane neutral selection. There's never a bad time to be a Ziggs.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nautilus locked in for Pot of Greed as their first pick. Failed Destiny has definitely played it this season. It's one of his tank supports that he plays and he's known for. Could be flexing to the top lane here because, like you said, we're without purple, so we're probably not going to be seeing big top lane carry games like with a Jarvan or Jace, anything like that. We'll probably see a very safe team fighting tank in the top lane for Pot of Greed this time around, and they're gonna choose Ezreal for Camer.
I was kind of wondering where we were going to see, who play where for Pot of Greed. I was thinking maybe we'd see Cameron switching to the mid lane. That was a big rumor before the season, but with the Ezreal being picked up, I think we're probably going to see Cameron on that. But as far as who's going to be playing in the solos and jungle, I would not put my money down on anything. As we're going to see Lee Sin.
Ooh.
That has not been an SBL pick for a long time with any consistency.
Since the devout milk.
Yeah, since the SBL's most famous Elite Sin player. Forgive me, Father Faker, for we are a league of sinners.
Yeah, that is for sure. And yeah, Lee Sin picks most likely going over to Zachary in the jungle here. Yeah, so folks, what I have on screen is just what I saw that had in their draft. They can change their lineup after the draft and where these players are going. I think they were purposely trolling me because they have something different now in the lobby. I would just imagine they were just gonna slot Frisky into the top lane, but I don't know if he's a top lane player. He's played only jungle in ADC this season.
And he's played mid as well. I can double check that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty. Yeah, you're right. I think that's true as well. So, I mean, Frisky, maybe he can do it all. Maybe he's gonna go top lane, but maybe they're just gonna try something wacky and crazy. I wouldn't really expect Camera though to go to support nor mid lane, but maybe mid lane actually. I don't know. We'll see here. Last ban overall gonna be coming through. Yeah. Are we not fine?
No, I think we're live.
Okay. That would be embarrassing.
I think some good analysis, man.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we're still live.
What? That says the stream is upside down for him. It is definitely not upside down for me. Lol.
Oh, jeez. Alright, yeah, okay.
Alright, so
You got us.
Pot agreed picking up the Corky with the first pick of round 2. So maybe we're going to be seeing Zachary going back to the mid lane. He had a little stints playing mid earlier this split. And he was playing Corky, I believe, in all of the games. No, he played Corky in one of the games, but
Yeah, and that's okay. Well, Jinx comes through for TSA, going over to Bernie Sanders' spot. But Corky, I was gonna say, but that's a champ we legit haven't seen. I haven't, not even in pro play. Like I do people still play this champion?
no.
Yeah, I thought he was long gone, man.
Just
Until
a few
the
SBL
Triforce
players.
buff before Worlds or something. But yeah, and TSA got to round out their composition with good old stable Malphite top lane for Sword and Maze.
Man, what a TSA comp they
I
have
know.
just put together.
They did it again, man. The last composition they had really delivered on the Wombo once they started firing on all cylinders there in the mid game. But man, this could be even more devastating of a Wombo. Potentially. I mean the Shockwave really secures all the Wombo combos in the world, but man, there's nothing like a Solar Flare into Ziggs Bomb, Malphite ult, and Hecarim also doing damage while you're on you.
And then Jinx to pick up everyone that made it out at 10% health.
Yeah, and to chain all those together, yeah. Yeah, what a TSA lineup. But Pot Agreed rounding out their own Pot Agreed composition with Scion.
So kind of an interesting little double AD comp Pot agreed putting together. Ooh. Oh wait, no, never mind. So looking at the players in the lobby here, so it is gonna be Frisky Senpai just going straight into the top lane. So sticking with what worked with Frisky just replacing Purple.
Yeah, makes sense. Because as we all know, folks, like all these three teams here they all have playoff spots. So keep the players on their positions, get them practiced and ready for the playoff games starting next week with the third seed versus the fourth seed. But we don't know who those are yet, and we're gonna find out potentially who might be the first seed outright. Pot Agreed wins this one. Otherwise, TSA is going to take that first seed, and then we'll see Pot Agreed go up against Kick-Ass, determine those last 2 and 3 seeds. But
right.
What do you? So I mean, the lineup for TSA, like I'd have to give it to them at the end of the day just for the consistency in their play style. They really fire on these
well, not only
combos.
that, but it's really hard to play double AD against that much hard engage. And that's what I mean. They obviously have the two safest ADs in the game, Corky and Ezreal, but it's just hard for me not to imagine TSA tearing through their front line and giving one or both of the carries multiple times.
Yeah, and even someone as like the Mighty Wolf on Caitlyn, who his positioning has just been fantastic throughout the entire season. Even he was not able to avoid the Wombo when it really came down to it sometimes. And the thing is, if you get locked in the Wombo one time at 40 minutes in the game, that could mean everything. You could dodge every skill shot up until then, but the one team fight where it matters, where TSA snowballs you down mid lane and takes out pretty much all your base, that could mean the end. So who do you think on pot agreed? Oh, I guess we've already answered that. So you said Camera earlier really needs to step up in hard carry, but I don't think it really can't. It can't just really be him. Who else are you expecting to see to come alive and step up for pot agreed here?
The pick for me is going to be Zachary. He's been inconsistent this season, but he's been playing a bit hotter in the second round robin, which is translated to a lot more wins for Pot of Greed. And I think he needs to be the number 2 guy on this team today. If Pot of Greed are going to win, they need something effective to come out of the jungle early. Because if you're going to pick Lee Sin just to, be 0-0-1 at 15 minutes, you haven't really kind of wasted that pick.
Yeah.
And obviously, going up against Master Splinter, he was having excellent ganks last game. Typically does. These are going to be some much harder lanes for him to gank, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. If I were at least in jungle, where would I want to be going? Yeah, I mean, bid's pretty much right out. You're not going to get any kind of CC or really the big damage you need from a Corky Lee Sin gank onto a Ziggs, I don't think, with a heal. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're just looking at maybe getting some flashes down early on top or bot and going there. But I think Master Splinter will have a few things to say about that. Last game, he showed early first blood onto bot lane, so we might expect to see him go down there again. Try to take out Camera from the equation.
So, sadly, only going to be 2 Ignites in this game. These mid laners, man. Back in my day, they all ran Ignite.
Back in your day and my day, exhaust was different. It actually wasn't it? It would technically have been more broken back then, but just ignite was even more broken than it is now. Man, it's actually funny to think about all these summoner spells and what they used to be like compared to if you were to compare them nowadays.
Remember when Flash went further?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
They took like a third off of it, didn't they? I remember it being a pretty substantial amount.
Yeah, no, I mean, way, yeah, if we're talking like beta or like early release, yeah, it was really big. Um, Ignite was crazy. Heal was much better. Heal was. No.
Heal's been changed a lot.
Heal's
Heal
been
used to
changed
be
a lot.
Bad.
Used to be good, but then used to be bad. I'm not sure which came first.
You know what? The one summoner spell I miss is Fortify.
Fortify. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it the second he said that. Yeah, Fortify. What a yeah, that was such a cheesy spell. Like he'd like Heimerdinger Fortify mid lane. That was
Nah,
the play.
dude, that was good, but you got to think even bigger. 5 teleports, 5 fortifies.
Oh yeah, how good? Oh yeah, that's a classic strat. Classic early League of Legends. We're talking blind pick, folks here, like before even normal draft, or fuck it, normal draft might have even been out, but you know you're bringing teleport Fortify in those blind pick games. So, as you can tell, folks, we're running out of stuff to talk about here. We're almost in. Spectator delay winding down. And hopefully we won't have any toasters here. Okay, I will be back. And I'll mute everything. Nope, never mind. We're good. Thank you. everybody for not for not having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was really not feeling any technical difficulties right now, so
Yeah.
I am glad there were none.
Yes.
Man, you know what's a really lame icon to use?
Hmm.
MSI 2017.
Yeah. What the hell, Splitter?
It's like, what do you do, man? You're gonna watch MSI, aren't you special? Who isn't? Oh, you're rooting for the NALCS team? Team Solo Mid? Oh, you never would have guessed that. Show me your bronze season 1, bro. Season 3 TSM. Be one of those shitty team icons that only Cruz owns.
Yeah. Remember, was this Cruz? Or it's either Blab or Cruz that have this obscure first split EU LCS Dragonborns. Is that it?
Oh, I was so sad that team sucked, man. I was hyping that team up for so long, and then they were actually one of the worst teams ever. I was like, no, you guys don't understand. This Shushay, he got the Season 1 Worlds MVP. It's the best tournament I ever watched a player have.
Oh my god. I'll defend my boy Shushay until I die, man. I'll never forget. That was the only
He was good at that tournament.
he was.
Better to have been good at one tournament than none.
That's true. Yeah, and the thing is, you and me still remember his name. Can't say I remember anyone else in that lineup. No, pretty sure none of them went on to have
Expeke?
on Dragonborns.
Oh, I thought you were about Season 1 Fnatic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess that was confusing how I said that. Yeah, Dragonborns. You're right. Season 1. Yeah, Fnatic. Pretty memorable organization
Oh,
with players.
no,
No.
pause.
That's from earlier. Don't worry. This will be
I'm ready to
sorted
talk
out.
about Season 1 or Season 3 some more. Man, let's talk about Origin. You know, we're talking about Expeke from Season 1 World Champion to LOL XD.
Well, see, I mean, yeah, he really has set the benchmark for how low an LCS organization can go.
Yeah, we're never going to see a professional team that bad again.
Wait a minute. No, did you hear? LCK promotion, CJ going back to the Challenger League. So
That's sad, but at least their fall was like slow and gradual.
that's
Whereas,
true.
like, every year they were a little worse than they used to be.
Yeah, that's true. And with Origin, it was like, entered LCS.
And the bottom,
Semifinal
they
Worlds.
bottomed so far down.
Yeah.
I mean, oh.
Ugh. Yeah, but okay, here we go. Wait.
Do you think Master Splinter would have made Origin better?
Oh, I'm messing through the scenes here. Wait, what?
Do you think Master Splinter could have like made Origin a better team?
Possibly, yeah. I think so.
You know, he's a guy with substantial pre-made experience. He's a championship caliber voice on a team. Do you think Zach just picked Lee Sin to play Godfist on stream?
Potentially, yeah. All right. Let me know if any action happens.
All right.
I'm
we
going
are
in.
seeing the most standard level 1 fan out you could possibly play. I do not think we are gonna see any action here.
Minions have spawned.
Boom. Okay, we're fixed. I'm back.
Perfect timing. So, alright, we got Juggler's heading towards their blue buffs. Gonna get some big ol' leashes. Then we're gonna see some lanes. Welcome to League of Legends.
Nice.
Oh man, there's not little dogs chilling with red blue buff anymore.
Oh yeah.
I just noticed that.
Oh yeah. They removed those.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Alright, so Zachary going for an early red buff steal in Master Splinter's jungle here. Looking at his timing, he should be pretty safe to make it out with this as well, as he is already on the retreats. Master Splinter should have no clue that that happened. So, nice little play out of the Sin.
Yep. And he's over and out. Yeah, red buff successfully stolen there. Hook lands onto Reventoad. Ah, Mystic Shot. Splits the uprights there. Early pings going down from TSA on the bot lane, so Splinter was maybe looking there, but they saw it was warded out, but he's going to be in mid lane, uses the E, going to get the flash out of Phoenix Blaze.
Yeah, it's starting for Splinter.
Yeah.
As Phoenix Blaze maybe going to be in some kill rush. He has to pop his barrier.
Oh, yeah. And it's like he popped it like when he was already in the channel of the W, so I'm pretty sure he didn't need it there, but oh, Frisky can Frisky with Sword and Mace here, and it's gonna expend his last charge of the Corruption Potion there, and he's gonna have an early recall. So it goes on to Reventoad. Chompers come out and it's gonna lock up Cammer, so the trade's gonna end. I just step out on the way out.
So Sword Mace taking a really early back in the top lane, going to be headed back up there with a control ward and a health crystal. Not the most exciting of first backs.
Nope. No, it is not. Not the most exciting of early games here, but I mean, that's alright. So TSA with this Jinx though, so like last game they had this wombo combo, very similar style of composition here, but they had who was raiding? Caitlyn, it was
Misfortune.
Misfortune, yeah. So they have a little bit more late game assurance now. The maybe it was purposeful. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just something that they wanted to try here. I mean, she is really good in the wombo, like you said earlier. But as the game goes into late game, at least they have that Jinx there for that late game damage against the double marksman composition out of Pot of Greed, who will be doing plenty of damage with their lineup.
Yeah, Sword Mace is actually in a danger here.
Yeah.
It's lucky Frisky was out of mana there, but with the creep wave, not where he wanted to be. As Zachary in the spot lane there, going really hard to try to make this gank work, but I don't think they're gonna be able to really pull anything out of this.
Nope.
As Splinter though, oh, under the tower, man, be a man.
Yeah, I guess a little too close for comfort there, but no flash or barrier. It might have been something to try out, but maybe not enough resistance for that hack room yet, or just levels, or I don't know. exciting game we have so far here. I don't know about you, man. I need some caffeine, man. I'm running out.
I've only been awake for 3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours. So, Arc third shift now.
Oh.
Gotta go into work after this, man. I gotta say, starting your day off with the SBL is a pretty magical feeling.
Yeah.
Starting your day off with the SBL when you're sick as a dog, not as fun, but doing my best to power through. For you guys, for the viewers, for the 10 people that'll end up watching the spot, maybe.
Yeah. We all appreciate that. Thank you for your dedication. Lifelong dedication.
Yeah,
I assume you signed like a lifelong contract of blood, right? That you're doing the SBL till you die.
That's kind of the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as there's still value from that blood, I mean, why not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
As we see Renai coming up behind Frisky Senpai, but Master Splinter is also coming in from the front. Oh, the gangbang in the top lane. First blood onto Master Splinter.
Wow, sir. Yeah, Frisky, and not a lot of room to counterplay there when all three of those guys meet you in the top lane. So first blood once again going over TSA, just like last game. However, this one's going to be in the top lane. Zachary!
Yeah, Zachary going in and trying to make a play. Kicks Master Splinter under his turret, but now he's dashing away to creeps. He has to flash defensively. I don't know what he thought he was going to do, but now in his bot lane, Cammer getting caught up by Reventon. Back to the top lane.
Oh,
back to
the
bottom lane. Reventon gets Ignite. He flashes out. Bernie Sanders also popped a heal. And everyone walks away with their lives.
Yeah. Whew. Oh, and it goes down anyway. Zachary's going in. The Q lands, but Lee Syndrome, and he dies for free. I don't know if they're going to be able to pick this one up, and they actually do. So Frisky going to pick up that trade kill. Back onto Sword and Mace. Cammer showing off the skills. Picks up the kill, but doesn't. Bernie Sanders bot. He's excited. Double kill for him in the bot lane. Every summoner expelled there for all of those champions in the bottom lane, and it's a two-man push for Pod of Greed in the top lane.
Alright, so at the end of all of that, we've got TSA up a turret. They're up 2,400 gold roughly, and they got the gold in some pretty good places with it going onto the Jinx and the Hecarim.
Yeah, once again, Splinter just continuing the textbook on how to carry with Hecarim. Like, what chapter are we on with that, by the way? Like,
it's more like everyone is like, we're watching the show on TV, and it's like we're kind of just repeating the same story with different faces, but we keep like getting enough people that'll watch it, so we can keep re-airing it. And he's content to like. Not gonna change people's lives, but they'll still watch it. As we see the package gets dropped onto Renai. Gonna have the flash defensively. Swordmace also popping his teleport to get in here. Master Splinter in the 1v3, but won't be for long as Swordmace has come in, but Splinter goes down. Only a one-man ult out of Sworded Mace as he's going to go forward and get the kill on Zachary with a flash auto over Renai. Still trying to drop some damage over the wall here. Bernie Sanders bot has finally joined the fight, and a double kill for Mace, and the snipe from call that guy Salvo. Bernie Sanders bot with his third of the kill. And now in a really good position to take out this mid lane turret, as that was 3 kills. Camper trying to do some work with the True Shot Barrage, but not really going to.
No, wow. Another quick tower take for TSA there. We're not. Well, we just hit the 11-minute mark, and they took out tier 1, top in mid, rotating and gonna pick up this Mountain Drake.
And
Pot of Greedo, they're collapsing.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's a good point. They should get here in time to smite fight this if they want. Frisky ulting in only gets Reventoned as TSA confused about splitting between the dragon, but Bernie Sanders gets hooked by Fail as now the damage for TSA being zoned really far out despite the tanks for Pot of Greed trying to run forward, but it looks like Splinter is gonna be able to maybe put some damage down, but no, not enough. And actually, This has turned into a big fight for the 80 carries on Pot of Greed. A 1 for 3, and they secure Dragon in the process.
Yeah, and Camer picks up, I believe, 3 of those kills, double buffs for him, and he's already got the mana moon. So it's a good start for his Ezreal, but maybe even a better start for Bernie Sanders bot in his Jinx 4-0-1. But that's gonna even it a little bit back up, but still a 2k gold lead nearly for TSA. Just off of another tower, first blood, and a couple kills. But Pot of Greed not gonna go down without swinging.
Yeah, just a little bit of an overreach there on that Dragon out of TSA after they'd already taken a lot.
Easy game, Camer. I think that's some Camer Dick Squad pride right there, man. It's good to see the Dick Squad alive and well. And like you said, this could be it. This is the opening Camer really needed, and it's on a champ that you can really show off some skill.
Yeah,
once you get the items.
there's not much more outplay potential than what I was realizing. Now Zachary going in gets the insect out of Bernie Sanders into the hook. Bernie Sanders down to the Lee Sin, but he is going to go down at the 10. No, he makes it out with a clutch heal from Camer, but Sword and Mace comes in on the flank. He gets Camer himself as Renai tossing out bombs from the far end, but I think Camer's going to make it out here. Stops for the fruit, but no, Sword and Mace picks up his 3rd kill. And somehow a 1-for-1 only out of all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, TSA, they were hungry for more, and they were expecting it, but they're not going to get it. Zachary with some slick moves there. Starts it off with the insect, like you said, and just nearly escapes death a couple times there. Camer chomping on the fruit. I assume he's waiting for that arcane shift to come back up. Flash was not up at the very end of that fight. But his bounty was picked up by Sword and Mace. Three kills for him. Oh yeah. Oh wow. He's actually 900 gold up on Frisky Senpai. Frisky Senpai. He's in a bad spot.
The juke, but you're gonna be able to get out with those flash ulti skills.
The skills with the Z. Yeah. That you'll take it. You know.
Yeah, you gotta get out somehow.
Yeah. So, it's 1.5k gold lead, I think, here for TSA. Game slowed down a considerable bit since their early tower takes. But Camer alone soaking up solo farm and solo XP in the bottom lane as he pushes out that wave.
Like I say, this Godfist Lee Sin really makes some intense sound effects.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he sounds like a God Fist skin.
Oh, flash up
flash.
from Destiny. Yeah, not gonna secure it on Renai.
Well, you know what they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Well, that is true. So Pot agree they're pushing on this mid tower, looking to get some damage down. Zachary was in the blue side, laid down a ward. Maybe he was looking for an insect on it, but they're gonna play it cool here. And now we got a 5-on-5 in the mid lane here. You know, at the end of actually 10 out of 10 games, I would pick TSA's composition to win that straight up 5-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it requires like Pot of Greed's composition just requires a lot of outplay potential to like stay alive on the very front end of the team fight.
But Bernie Sanders avoids the Lee Sin kick. Now Zachary's the one that gets chunked out. So we got 50 seconds till this dragon. It's going to only be an ocean, so we might not see these guys go too hard for it.
Yeah.
As Sword Mace is getting a pretty big wave established up at top. I think he's going to force Frisky up there. We'll maybe see some 1-4 action going.
Yep. Both teleports up for the top laners here. TSA 4 strong in mid. Looking for some pressure on this tier 2. Phoenix Blaze. He's got the Sorcerer Shoes and the Sheen, but I don't think he has anywhere near the wave clear to try to fend off this many people. At least not quite yet.
No, he was also hard Ohm as well.
Oh yeah.
So this could be the pressure that TSA need to rotate towards the dragon, and they are all headed that way. This looks like it'll maybe be free. There's going to be a few people in base for Pot of Greed, so I'd be really surprised to see them do much for it here.
Oh, but I assume Phoenix has just picked up the package. He's moving pretty fast, so...
Yeah, but Splinter
Yeah.
ghosting in, lighting up Zachary, and the God of Lee Sin going to go down to Master Splinter. Now the package has arrived, but Bernie Sanders not getting a lot of damage from the tail of this fight. So is Renai's circulation. They are taking out Frisky, Senpai, Spectre Bros.
Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so Bot agreed, they get ace there. Only one goes down for TSA, the support player. And, yeah, Pot agreed. Zachary gets killed right at the front of that Team 5 Master Splinter, but Pot agreed still thinking they could fight that after all the spells and abilities were expended there. They tried to kite it out, but when you play in that short jungle corridor, you're going to get hit by a lot of AoE from this TSA lineup.
Yeah, and they were just a little too staggered getting in there, and it was really easy for TSA to chain their pick abilities one after another. As Zachary, gonna try to fight Master Splinter.
Yeah, he's going for it. Does he... Oh.
Going for a flash. Splinter tries to cut him through these creeps.
Oh, Camera almost picks him off there. But did Zachary he just almost died to the Splinter there, it looked like, but he secured it. So knowing the limits of what he could do there, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But let's see what the jungle gold discrepancy. It's only 300, so it's not as crazy as the last game between Splinter and TSM Bora Bora. And Frisky able to take out the tier 1 in the top lane. Now it's a 3k gold lead. Could be worse. But I forget, when did that crazy mid lane push happen last game for TSA? Around 23 minute mark?
Yeah, 23 was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, so it could get worse at 23 minutes for Pot Green. They're definitely still in this, having their double marksman composition scale up here. Camera going back, maybe completing the blade. Yep, got the Blade of the Rune King now. And still working on that Triforce for Phoenix Blaze on the Corki. But once you hit that Trinity Force and maybe one more item on that Ezreal, then they can maybe start taking a little bit more incentive in these fights. It's just a matter of how do you keep the divers, how do you keep the Malphite and the Hecarim out from your Ezreal and your Corki? It's gonna be tough.
That's a very tough question to answer.
Yeah, and Failed Destiny probably gonna be on peeling duty here.
The thing is, there is a lot of like peel potential out of this Pot of Greed team if they want to go that route.
Yeah.
It's hard to fight through a Scion. It's hard to fight through a Nautilus. Lee Sin, can kick somebody out.
Right. Yeah.
But
Instead of using it to initiate, yeah, you can kick away.
But that doesn't really seem like the style I would know of these guys.
Yeah, but maybe this is it. They saw Master Splinter hard carry in the last game, and they drafted a composition that, as long as they get to this early game, they can scale out, get the double marksmans going, and have everyone else just peel for them and take out Splinter when he starts becoming a little bit more relevant on that Hecarim. Nice circulation. He gets kicked in by Zachary, and he's going to be the first one to go down in this fight, but Zachary's going to get returned there. Sword Maze locking up 2 there with the ultimate. Now, Failed Destiny, he goes down to Master Splinter. True Shot Barrage comes out to try to disengage TSA from coming forward anymore. And, oh, Jinx Rocket, Arcane Shift. Camera stays alive.
Yeah, I cannot not get my spectator to stop shitting itself.
Is it real jumpy?
Oh, was this it? No. Yeah, it'll let me, it's like hard freezing for like 10 to 15 seconds at a time. And then when I try to catch up, it just keeps doing the same thing. I just restarted the game and it's still doing it. So, might be some Riot Police territory.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, we're definitely in that Riot Police territory. Yeah. So yeah, we're looking at a 4K gold lead here for TSA, and we are just now hitting that deadly 23-minute mark. But I don't think anything like that, like in the previous game, is going to happen to Pot of Greed here. They're doing a pretty good job of maintaining these tier 2 towers. They have the champions in Corki and Ezreal to at least farm out safely under tower if need be. Both teams contesting Baron, trying to get the vision down so that they can try to bait or at least start it. So yeah, as Cameron now, he's working on... Oh wait, Zachary actually finds out Reventoad as he goes in for the ward, the kick back in, the redemption's going to come through, but it's not going to be enough, and Zachary gets hit by the Ziggs bomb on the way out, and he will survive with a sliver of health, like 75 or so. But that might be all that is needed for Pot of Greed to have priority on this Drake. Infernal Drake. Something both teams would obviously like to see here as we go further into the game. Reventoad's still down for 5 seconds. He's just coming back up now. So Pot of Greed still has an opening, a window here where they could try to make a play, force a 5v4. But TSA, they're playing it slow, looking like they're giving time for Reventoad to come back up and get into this fight at the Drake. And this could be pretty scary here for Pot of Greed, but they burn it down very quickly, secure the Infernal Drake. Reventoad on the side looking for Solar Flare. Actually, it's down. No fight to be had there. So the support pick turns into an Infernal Drake for Pot of Greed. Staying alive in this game.
Yeah, it's looking like whatever my issue is going to be on my ISP's end, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this in any way usable. So I think I'm going to have to bow out of here.
Okay. Wait, it's your internet for sure?
Yeah, I can't even load the stream.
And yet you're talking to me now. Yeah, but voice doesn't require a lot.
No, it loads about 2 seconds of the stream.
Shit.
But,
well, I run a relatively high bit rate. Wait, do you on the stream? I don't know if anyone. I'm not even sure if this is true, but do you guys have a selection for video quality, like source or high, medium, low?
Yes, I actually do.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. So Twitch they enabled that for non-partners as well. So it allows me to still stream at the high bit rate that I do. But
I think it's based on number of viewers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yes, I was currently watching on medium.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So glad we don't run into that. Yeah, back in the day, we'd have higher bitrate streams, and then mobile users and relatively shitty internet users were not able to watch very well. But okay, yeah. Thrifty Senbai, he's not in this game. but might be able to cast unless he's already in a game, maybe practicing for a potential next one. Do you want to send him a message?
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
see what I can get done for you. I will hop out of here and let you handle this game. So good luck, all that jazz.
User left your channel.
All right, finally we're here, folks, with the one and only commissioner that you really need. 30. I got that fake poser guy out of here. Failed Destiny in that wall again. But Reventoad, he is sneaking into the backline perhaps. Master Splinter's already back there. Zachary's going to get lit up, and TSA with a total rout on to Pot of Greed. Reventoad going to pick up the kill on the Failed Destiny. Redemption comes through, but it's not going to be enough to save Pot of Greed. And 3 of their members go down for none out of TSA. And TSA looking very strong, looking to do another big mid push here off of 3 picks. Yeah, and Camera or Phoenix Blaze, they just cannot get anywhere close. Well, maybe, I don't know. They're doing their best. They're trying to pick up these minions so very carefully. So the tower starts focusing the champions, but Camera gonna get lit up a little bit by Bernie Sanders' bot. And it's gonna be a safe inhibitor for Pot of Greed for now. Oh, so Pot agreed. They started up the Baron, secured the scuttle, warded out the blue side of TSA, but they're gonna be there. TSA knows what's up, and there's no way Pot agreed can continue doing the Baron with TSA looming in. Seeing what they were maybe able to sneak there. Frisky Senpai relegated up into the top lane to wave clear and keep that tier 2 alive. Actually, Minion's taking out a turret of TSA. So, Pot agreed, better be paying those guys pretty well. Gonna pick up a turret for them, making it 3 to the 5 of TSA. 6k, a little over 6k gold lead, 6.5k gold lead as we approach the 30-minute mark here, folks. By the looks of it, it looks like we'll be having another game tonight, a game 4. But I don't want to count anyone out. We might have been counting out Coffee House earlier in the night against OTD. But, oh, Sword Mace, solo ult onto Camera, and Camera might not be enough to get out here. He tries to dodge everything, uses the flash to dodge the Jinx Rocket, but it's going to get hit by the Ziggs Bomb. Now Failed Destiny goes down on a low mobility Nautilus, and another big wave here behind TSA as they shred down this tier 2 with Jinx. And the Ziggs satchel on top of it, so this team can take towers like nobody's business. And they're going to keep going. Yeah, there's just not anything Pot of Greed's champions can do to try to defend this. Redemption comes out to top them off. Why not? The inhibitor is secured in the bottom lane. They're looking for the one in the mid. The Zenith Blade lands on Zachary. He'll safeguard. He'll safeguard out of there. Inhibitor in the mid lane goes down as well. So another big push coming out of TSA, making another huge dent into the base of Pot of Greed. Now we're looking at a 10k gold lead here. Oh, pause coming through. Packet lost, blab, leg, and bad. Restarted client.
User joined your channel.
Hey, how's it going, Thrifty? Or Thrifty, 30.
Oh wait, oh yeah, I was muted there. Oh, hello, Scotchnaut. Welcome to the swamp.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for helping me out here on a very boring solo cast so far. Because we're
Channel switch.
paused. Oh wait, what the hell?
Channel switch.
What the hell? I just switched channels.
That was interesting.
That was interesting.
Almost as interesting as impersonating Thrifty.
So have you been watching this game?
Absolutely. Been interesting. I really like the Malphite pickup. I know that's one of Splinter's favorite top laners. I think it's been working out great, and I think honestly the biggest thing is that Camera's not respecting it, and it really isn't like a big dumb tank like other like seemingly yes it's a tank, but it's more of an anti-carry in the fact that it's like literally designed to shut down carries, AD carries
Right.
specifically. And it's like they're just not respecting that. And the fact that you have two AD carry champions in this game, like that Malphite is pure gold at this point.
Yeah.
The only saving grace is that they both have escapes, so theoretically they can outplay the Malphite ult, but it's a lot easier to land a Malphite ult than outplay it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. There could be a lot of things going on in the team fight, and especially if Sword Mace, if he just waits on it, if he doesn't use it for the initiation and like sort of lures the ADCs in and makes them feel comfortable, he might be able to sneak one in. Camera, definitely good enough to either use Flash or Arcane Shift to get out of it. Phoenix Blaze and the other ones on Pot of Greed, they've been getting
Might
hit
be a
up.
little bit more spicy.
Yeah, especially the Corky W, definitely not in time to try to get out of that, so you're going to have to expend a flash. Wow, every single summoner is up, actually, as we finally get back in the game here, folks. Looks like Blab has returned. Hopefully internet problems have been fixed.
Before we start, how much of a stream delay? Is it just a couple seconds, or...?
3 minutes.
No, I mean, like, because I can't spectate the game. I'm watching stream with you.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe just a couple seconds?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if that, a second.
Alright, so if you just start talking, I'll shut up immediately so you can call the fights.
Can you not right-click spectate in the game? Or
No,
in
it
the
won't let me. I looked.
Oh, thank Riot for the new client, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or whoever created the game maybe not allowed spectators
Also,
outside of not lobby.
Also, spoilers, I just went to look again, and they may or may not be out of game, so...
Whoa!
Sorry.
Whoa! Bingo bango bongo! Spoilers. Let's see. Let's wait and see how this one plays out.
Anything could happen. Anything.
Anything could happen.
It is the SBL, is it not? Have we not seen bigger leads thrown?
Oh yes. Oh yes, we have.
Look at they're forcing the ARAM. Wonderful strategies here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Splinter's team won't know how to react to the ARAM. Oh, never mind, they called it off. I'm trying to see if there's any big item spikes that POG is gonna get in the near future.
Yeah, I mean they kind of hit that with their Ezreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, the IE from Corky, that wouldn't hurt as well. It's really just a matter of can Phoenix Blaze stick around and deal damage. A lot of these fights, he does get off like a combo or two, but then will get ulted by the Malphite, like you were saying earlier. You know, he's on a Hecarim's on top of him. Oh, but Camera gets hammered and locked down and blown up under his tier 2. Same fate for Failed Destiny here.
Oh,
and
man.
I think I know who wins this game.
No.
Yeah, it looks like this might be
Did
the game
anybody
ending
bring
push.
Revive on POG? Somebody must have brought it.
Oh, dude, Revive! What an old and goldie, man. We were talking about
Did
Fortify earlier. Fortify
Did
earlier.
I show my age? Back in my day, let me tell you how we played Karthus.
Yeah. Yep, and so yeah, that's gonna be a TSA closeout here. 33 minutes and 30 some seconds.
Well, at least the games are going by. I mean, they're not super fast stomps, but at least they're clipping along at a pretty decent pace.
Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, like always, folks, 10-minute break, no interviews. Stick around because we got Pot of Greed going up against Kick-Ass to determine the second and third seeds. But also that with that win, TSA confirmed their first seed going into the playoffs. We'll be
And
right
the
back.
Sith Lords win again. What?